Let's see, who do we have next? We have the Assassin. And for the Assassin, we have a new weapon. Holy cow! It applies fragility too! 9%! And has little to no cooldown. How cool is that? Grenadier's Mark. Quickly spin around, firing a total of 16 bombs in all directions, each one dealing damage, and an extra damage per stack of fragility or weakness on the target. So, excuse me this. Not only it applies fragility, which improves the damage, but it also scales of the status effect that improves the damage. Okay, this is going to be very strong, I can tell you that. Okay, definitely take this. Holy cow, it's going to be very strong. Runes, definitely remove that. I want this, I want the multicast, I want damage and a damage and a damage. And done. And testing out the Assassin, I'm going to do it in no difficulty, but fragility. How about I test it in maximum difficulty? Since surely, if I have this much damage, actually I want to see the ability. Since I have this much fragility, and two of my basic abilities, which I get from the very start, they scale damage of all the other abilities, but the second also scales of the first, and I get them together automatically. How good is that? Awesome, it's awesome. Now, how ranged is that? It looks like it's flying across the map, which is great. A bit of defense, maybe hasn't hurt anybody. Now, with the second ability, it fires all around me, which is great, but not ideal, especially because it knocks back the smaller enemies. With the elites and bosses, I assume I'll have to trigger it. I have to make sure it triggers right on top of them, just as it did now. Oh, smoke bomb. Behind. Okay, this is useless for me. But Bloodlust isn't. Banish this, obviously. Damage of Fan of Bombs, absolutely. Smoke Bomb is useless. I don't want to banish it just now. But Subdue, Bleed and Hemorrhage, and it applies fragility. And my second ability scales the fragility. Okay. Now I'm going to do even more damage. Expose Weakness. Doubles fragility. Yes. This really promises to be very strong. And now I just remember. The basic attack of the second weapon of the Assassin applies weakness and it has little to no cooldown. Disoriented. I like that. It has little to no cooldown, so basically what's going to happen, you need to have 5 of the basic dagger, but then this ability, and it will hit for so much. Chromatic Bow, do I benefit from that? Not really, I benefit from Purity, so maybe don't take that. If I have 5 daggers of the basic ability of the second dagger of the Assassin, plus this ability, that should do a lot. It really should. Okay, that's the build. I'm going to try that afterwards. And now weakness is actually a bit better than fragility, it seems. Or maybe they're different things and they stack. I think they stack. Cast Frequency, Shadow Step. I tried Shadow Step and it was underwhelming in my opinion. Actually, Shadow Step. How about Shadow Step, instead of being a portal that you press, what if it replaces your normal dash? It gives you iframe, has the cooldown, has the dash as well, but does damage on the point of, you dash from and your destination point. That should be interesting. Ah, that's a good idea. It's very much Assassin-like, probably. I haven't met any, so how would I know, right? Damage of debilitating, yes. Multicast of debilitating, yes. Okay, I want to test something. I want to drag one of these faster bosses away from the game. This one, this guy. He'll do nicely. Ah! That was painful. And I need to trigger the bomb on top of the guy. It didn't work. Okay, it will work next time. I am sure of it. Now, the only thing I hope is that I survive till next time. Haha! Oh, there's fire here. That's not comfortable. Cast frequency, or cast frequency, cast frequency. Okay, another one dead. Ah, run. Multicast physical, which is all of them, and 20% experience in one go. Ah, run. Frequency, how fast is it? It's not fast enough. Run, run, run. And more experience, very good. Cast frequency, even more. Is it up? No. Not enough still. Maybe don't stay in that. Cast frequency. It should be close to 10 seconds now. And it is. Multicast bomb abilities. Absolutely. Now, good thing I picked up the Rupture ability, because it can actually knock down the elites, as well as the small fry, but not the bosses. Now, why would that be important? You know, if elites are knocked down, they can't hit you. That's the idea. Nothing more, nothing less. I run. Potency, which is great, or 20%. Obviously the 20%. Not even a question. Where's the boss there? Oh, there's the boss. Hello. Now we take potency. Damage or damage? What's your cooldown? I want more cooldown, less cooldown. More frequency, less cooldown. Because in general, I want to rely on this ability for damage as much as possible. Because it is effectively a circular shotgun, and shotguns are known to be very high damage, up close and personal. And I'm usually up close and personal. Not that I like it or anything. I don't suppose these things take showers very often. Yep, knockdown, elite, down. And cast frequency, you should be at 10 seconds any moment now. Maybe a couple more upgrades. Yeah, 0.9 second left. Ah, run away from that! No! Oh no! Oh! The spin twin is really doing the work! Ah! There I went, there I went. Okay, let's look at the damage. Fan of bombs. As I was expecting, this thing does a lot more damage than it seems. Even the... So, basically the idea here, 16 bombs in all directions. Each one dealing the damage, plus scaling damage per fragility and weakness. That's 16 of them. If you can get on top of the boss with this ability, the boss is going to blow up. It's just as simple as that. Okay, you know what? I didn't beat the difficulty, but overall I'm satisfied with the new abilities. The two debilitating and the fan of bombs. And I think it needs a lot more cooldown than it has now. Maybe not the debilitating, but definitely the fan of bombs.